It is also amazing, but we are back with another game of MDL, now Vexed versus Tricked. I won't be talking so much more like this anymore, but I will definitely change the tone of my voice, and I want to cast the as usual like before, so please bear with me if my voice did change a bit. Yeah, I don't want to stutter anymore, because if I try to speak in a quiet manner, I have to like somewhat stutter like that, so it's not as natural as you could probably hear. But we are now gonna go live into the rounds. Tricked versus Vexed, Vexed versus Tricked. Now Vexed in T side with no utility being picked up. Possible fast B aggression coming in. Tricked playing this one safe as well. They don't want to give any kills out early on. Aussie does take Glace down to a 90 HP. One hit did land through the wall. Doesn't quite hit any heads or anything. But Vex now advancing slowly towards B site. B bomb site might be left open. Crossfire does happen, but Glace is taken off by Aussie, and Aussie twists his crosshair 180 degrees and takes out Lami as well. And that's gonna be B site open right up through the underwears, and that's gonna be bomb plant. And Tricked now on a retake. Truth is holding construction just too well. One bad push will result in all of them dead. Truth does got two players out, and Aussie coming in strong with triple kill. All headshots. That's gonna be the first pistol round going towards Vexed. Bye round for Vexed, but Tricked on the first round. CZ's being picked up and some smokes to delay the pushes. Doesn't quite happen to be a buy onto Snecker. Most likely he's going to be the one buying up and supplying it to one of his teammates, or himself using it, nonetheless. And Tricked want to play the trade out position, and that's why they are investing two players down towards short A. There's a truck. Lace boosted up on the first orange. He might be able to make a miracle. Finally, the smoke's being used towards mid. Knowing that it's about time to use one. A majority of Vex players are aggressing towards B bomb site. Ace has to capitalize off. He gets the first one and the second one. He will be able to get the third one as well. The bomb down now. Suddenly, the round in the hands of Tricked, 5 versus 2. Although it's a force buy, might be able to lose this one out. Blake is finally taken out by Corpses. Neck 10. The round doesn't look so great for Vexed. Being smoked up, and AK up in the hands of Quicks. 3 players already on the bomb site. Now 24 seconds remaining. Some action has to occur. No utility on neither side. They're just playing crossfire safely. Tricked. They might be able to just spray them down, and Lukey is the first. Snedker with the AK finishes Quicks off, and all the guns will promptly be picked up by Tricked. That's 2 AKs in the steal, and Tricked force buy worked out just perfectly, allowing them for a steal. Now Vexed are the ones to save. Full blocks. 1 sees that being picked up, and 2, 3. Oh, they're gonna go for one of the force buys here, in the hopes that Vex could also steal a round. Tricked playing very passive. Players that advanced out towards car of B bomb site does fall back towards the bomb site. Doesn't want to risk anything or hand out any easy kills, rather. Nicholas going for some dig shots through the smoke, looking for a lucky kill. Lucky Juan dig. Might happen with the flash rings. Players are advancing towards mid. War does do a multi to delay the push. And Vexed are now stuck just in the top of the mid. Can't really go anywhere. Borup. Where's Boiler Wolf? That's gonna be the first blood. Vanity is on the chase. Oh no, Borup peeks out and is punished by Vanity's CZ. Although putting Vanity down to 7 HP, the trade out doesn't look so great in the hands of Tricked. No, 38 seconds remaining. The Vexed players are holding on to the choke points. Arch and Lyrie both occupied by Vexed players. 24 seconds. Time is ticking slowly. Oh, Glaze! Gets the first one and the second one! The hands of Vexed. And Snekker being able to spray down the rest of the two players. That's super unlucky for Vexed. That basically opened up the round for Tricked. Unable to spot the player out. Nonetheless, the rounds are 2-1. Tricked being able to hold on to their lead, not losing out to a force by like Vexed did after the pick. Vanity will be sprayed down. Fire and the second one as well. Snekker comes in, finishes the round with 2 clear-cut sprays onto Vexed players. 3-1. Tricked now has to face against the buy round coming in from Vexed. 5 AKs in the hands. And Trick decides to buy up on their own as well. Drops the MP9. 1 op being picked up by Snekker. Let's see what he's capable of. Molotov does take Quicks down to 69 HP. It's unfortunate. Barps Borup able to safely kill back. But Pickles is fast on his feet. Fires, put it down, and Snekker comes in hot with the up. Down. Loki in pit is able to find the frag. The smoke allows him to hide for a good duration. Let's take him down to 3 HP, and Loki does find the kill onto Quicks. Aussie with the cluster placement. Molotov drives him out of the position. The Molotovs are in both angles, and Aussie is toasted. That's just toasted cracked beans for him, and Pickle won't be able to do much. And Loki with the triple kill in pit. Very, very pleasant play coming in from Tricked. We all thought Loki was dead until that moment that smoke saved him. Now 4-1. Now we are able to see a definite lead on towards Tricked. And on Hero AK buy onto Pickles. Trying to trade someone out of the middle. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That AK. Going into action takes Snekker out of the board. And that's going to be up. Picked up. Next. Looking happy. Already 30 seconds into the round. Being able to find the frag and steal the gun even. Vexed with the pick up. Finds a good frag. Blaze does get the trade kill, but soon capitalized off of Aussie's M4. B site now completely opened up. Bomb will be successfully planted and Tricked forced to come back to a save. You can see my keyboards tabbing all across the board. I'm trying to fix the sound issue a little bit here. How bad is that nonetheless? PRC trying to save their guns. Precious. And they are holding on to a decent amount of utility and two clicks as well. So they can hold on to a good, decent amount of buy round again for Tricked as they have built up 3 rounds in a row. And Snekker going for the op once again. We might be able to see an op showdown towards mid. Quicks versus Snekker. Double nade stack. Doesn't quite connect. Aussie only put down to 64 HP. One of the nades was a little bit short on the distance. And Vexed players in general, they're favoring a mid smoke push. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Borup scared, has to fall back. And it does drive a player out of its position. Vexed now gathered towards B bomb site. Set pieces are being ready to put out. Flashbangs and molotovs will actually be enough to trick to drag positions. Molotov finds the first. Okay, the molotov. Triple kill. That's no, that's a double kill actually. Eventually goes down to the molotov. After will be planted. 3 versus 2. Man advantage on the tricked. Pistol round was 1. Tricked now going for a retake. Spot Pickles out. That was changing his position. Crab walking cap onto Lucky. Not enough to win the round for them. Tricked. They able to defuse the bomb, but they did lose 3 players. Match now being paused. In the meantime, please do drop a follow at my Twitter. You can find it right down below the stream. It says Twitter with a big gray box. Please do click on it and drop a follow for more actions. I will be putting out more details in the Twitter for my casting and whatnot. Who wins pistols? I've told you, Vexed won the pistol, but they have been losing out straight. Except that one round that Vexed was able to snatch off the hands of Tricked. The scoreboard, as you can see, and show you the statistics. How was the result on Noble game? Isn't Noble like the strongest French team at the moment in ESEA? That's what I heard. No, I mean strongest French team, not in like the whole country, but in ESEA. I've said that, I believe. I think their rank was like #1. Anyways, the rounds are now live, and the Vexed players on the bye once again. Mech10 being picked up by Vanity and decent amount of KT as well. Some are being put out to drive the players out of his position. Tricked, responding to a position of their own as well. Triple players put into B now. One rotating back towards A. Vanity with the Mac-10 comes not. He might be able to find a good kill if he does go out at the right time. 4 players now towards A. Tricked, reading the minds of Vexed like a book. But Vexed can respond by rotating towards B. Playing this round out very slow. Now, 1 minute remaining on the clock. We put out Borup holding a nade at the wrong time in the wrong place. All right, place. that leaves a bomb site open. Looking in pit, trying to make purple once again like last couple rounds. He did get the free kill in the pit. And will be sprayed down by Vanity. Now left to the hands of Snedker with the op. He does have a kit and some flashbangs, but Vexed in the position that they could win the round. Won't be giving this won't be giving out this round as easy. Snedker just falling back casually towards construction and has decided to basically save. No, MDL, what I meant by that, Radicus. I'm gonna explode, and Vanity gets to save his gun. How is he only down to a 50? That only took away like 20 HP. What happened there? Did they patch the map? I thought it took the players down to a quite decent amount of HP, and that's why those just 200 IQ nade happened. Anyways, that's none of my issue. And the rounds are 5-3. Tricked still leading out. And they decide to buy out once again. Lom and looking on the CZs. They are known for good aims, and they have the statistics to get the kills onto those CZs. Truth just watching the push. Doesn't want to give the round and the kill in. Vex, knowing that slow play last round did pay them off, they want to do the same this round as well. Smokes and Molotovs being put out towards Arch side, hoping that the players would rotate towards B, but that's already 4 players in A for Tricked. 3 of the Vex members are aggressing towards Catwalk, and Truth now finally on push. Rather, he just decides to sit back and relax once again. Now 45 seconds remaining. Vexed was able to successfully drive a player towards B, and that's going to be 3 players towards A only, compared to the 4 players like a couple 20 seconds ago. Luki will be able to spot it out, but he's the first one to get spotted. The angle on the smoke was just not on par. Tricked. In pit, we'll be able to find 1 player, but that's not enough. 13 seconds. Bomb has to be planted. Back on the ground. Snedker finding the first break onto Truth on the retake. First break on the retake. I haven't said that. And now down to 2 players, and Aussie down to a super low HP. Let's see what can happen here. Being put out. Long Vanity, and Snedker with the quick aim. Assassinates Aussie, and that's gonna be a round for Tricked. Infernos 6-3. Tricked definitely leaving this out. Vexed, although they have won the pistol round, they are trading rounds back and forth with Tricked, which is not good for sure. They have to snatch as many rounds on T side as possible. And boy, with a foot frag onto Vanity. That pretty much stops Vexed for a couple seconds. Still holding on to a decent amount of utility. Tricked will be able to stop further pushes as well if the time comes. And Vex players are rotating towards B. This is a better decision. This is a better decision to take B compared to A, knowing that they have the man disadvantage. It's less angle for them to cover. But Glaze and Lom is just watching it. Glaze now this time on the second orange. Lom, let's go for the split. Yes, first one. Doesn't quite connect to the second one. Right there. Does spray down Pickle to a 0 HP, but won't be able to connect it to the second player. And the bomb now being planted. But Tricked still on man advantage and on HP advantage. No nades or fires. They do have the smokes to drive the players out of his position. Find a quick frag onto Lucky. Falls back through the smoke. And Bort down to a 44 HP by the nade. In rounds now, looks like Vex might be able to get it. Backstep finds frag onto Borup, now down to Sniper. Sniper's P250 is on fire. He will be able to get one kill. He's gonna tap the bomb. He's gonna stick it. Come in, sprays the wrong angle. He has no bullets. He picks up the knife, but that's too late. Sniper does get stabbed, but that's gonna be a punishment. Round 1 by Trick through that ninja diffuse smoke. And kids, that's why we listen to the old boys saying pros don't fake. 7-3, Vexed losing a round in a silly manner. Goes for CZ armor. One second here. Yes, I am back live once again. Lom Molotov enough to stop the players, and Snicker with the arm is way accurate and broke with the spray down. We'll be able to get the first one. One's now left. He finds the third kill as well. That's some precision coming in from Borup. Quicks with no HP and the bomb and a CZ. He wants to kill into Snicker at least one he wants. And Snicker kisses him in the head with the op shot. That's gonna be 8-3. A definite advantage for Tricked. That's definitely unfortunate for Vexed. Snicker lighting up the scoreboard with 14 kills and only whooping 2. That's now 12 rounds in. It means he has survived more than 10 rounds. That's amazing. Vex Gaming E-Buyer. Steps towards Arch side so they could go for an aggression towards A. Don't know why exactly that happened, but flashes will happen, and it's gonna be a quick push. But Lom holding on to the flashbang. Teammates. Let's get a trade kill. Glaze will also be traded out down to 3 versus 3, and that's gonna be Arch to B. That's a good play, good call coming from Vexed. And Trick players now has to respond fast, otherwise it's gonna grant them a bomb plant. Snicker is the first one to respond to it. He'll find the frag onto Pickles. He hears the bomb being planted, but he's worried if there's any more players towards CT spawn. Not quite the issue here, as the players has cleared it out. 3 versus 2. Truth on a little, but Quicks comes in and that's a double kill. Now down to a single player. Snicker with the op. Probably won't be able to clutch this and just falls back towards Banana and towards T-spawn. Wants to hold on to the op, and that's about it. Nothing else and no more for this round. 8-3. Now down to an 8-4. Vexed finally achieving a round, losing 3 more rounds straight into the game. Nonetheless, Tricked with the built-up economy will be drowning their wallet to buy 1 up and 4 M4s. And as you can see, headlammers are being traded out to pick up 1 more nade and a utility. There's a flashbang past the fallback. He could have ended up dead, but not this time. He does fall back safely, although he was flashed. Vexed in hopes to snatch 1 more round so that they are in a safe position to trade back towards CT after halftime. Playing this out very carefully. Vexed. Now looks like they have made up their mind. Bomb coming towards A site. And Truth is continuously watching that apartment push. No contacts are being made yet, but if he picks up Boiler, Snedker is going to be the first one to find him. That's exactly what I'm talking. First kill comes in. Borp finds the first one onto a wall. Snedker with quick off shots. He does find a frag onto Pickles. And down to 2 players. Vexed has to somehow get a bomb down at least. Able to find a frag onto Snedker. He knows Lucky is playing pit. He goes up to Graveyard and is going to try to clear pit out. But Lucky now repositions himself. Doesn't know where he's at. And it's Glaze to trade him out. Fix doesn't care and will try to get the bomb down for them. He's able to get a good spray down. He may have been able to win the round, but not this time around. 9-4, Tricked winning a round on top of it as well. 9-4 is the score on the scoreboard. Now only 2 rounds remaining from the halftime. Vexed want to go all in the last round, so they go for a half buy. He sees SMP to 50 being picked up by Vexed. Doesn't want to go down below $2,000. Vanity with a flashbang in his hand wants to support the players pushing towards Banana. Tricked, smoking it off at the right time. This will delay good 15 seconds on Vexed. CZ aggression and now it's ball. Quick! Support flashbang goes towards CT. Lom finding the ball. Ace. Oh, he doesn't find the second one. Lom with the USP for the second. But Deek. One task with the USP. Lom with whooping 4K. Triple kill with the USP. That's going to be 10-4. In the hands of Tricked, still leading the game out. Now onto the last round. Vexed buying out. They want one more round so they could feel more comfortable as the rounds happen. Bit of a lag here. Nonetheless, what's happened, even still. And they're getting ready for a set piece. Vexed throwing smokes and flashbangs out. And Truth will be the entry fragger here. Slowly making their way towards Arch side. They may go for an Arch to B once again, and the bomb already put through. Like, what comes around, and that's gonna be a double kill for him. Lucky finding a lucky kill. And that's gonna be the round, and that's gonna be the halftime. 11-4 in the lead of Tricked and Vexed. Although they did find the first pistol round in the hands of themselves, but doesn't quite happen to be more rounds. And the rounds soon will be live. Still waiting for the players to get warmed up and all ready and all set. And in the meantime, being as cheap as I am, please do follow Twitter right below the panel. Or click onto the gray box there and just drop a follow, and you will be able to find out what happens afterwards. More actions, whatever casting that I'm doing besides MDL. I might also be doing some Zotac casting as well. I've been talking with the workers there as well, so let's see what happens. Unfortunately, I was trying to cast the CSGO Asian Championships in Korean, but apparently they're starting their thing by IMG, International Media Group or whatsoever, so that's lucky. Guy from MVP was helping me out to get in contact with them, but yeah, only thing he came back was that the thing was being sold. The rights to the stream eventually. Don't know why it's taking so long here, but we will somehow come to the live pistol rounds soon, so please do sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of the game. And now it's live. Vexed, they have to win this pistol round to sit in the comfort position. Otherwise, Tricked has a bigger chance of closing this game out, given that Vexed losing this pistol round. But they have to try all in. Doppler looks pretty damn nice. And Truce is the first one to find. I do believe shots don't quite connect. Flashbangs actually flashed their own teammates. Players are coming back. That's happening quick. Let's find the first frag. Doesn't quite connect to the second one. So the players are running back towards a mid. So holding it out of bullets. Straight out by Lookie's Glock burst. That's going to be A site open, all vulnerable. Allowing for the bomb to be planted. Now probably into a post-plant situation. Smoke denies the view of Vex players. 4 versus 3. Borup, although down to 4 HP, still can pull something off. A man advantage. Vanity spots Lookie in pit. And Lookie doesn't give the kill easy. Instead, he finds back after Pickles in apartments, and Truce comes in and finds Lookie. Place holding a good angle. He might be able to get both kills. Vanity comes in and finds Lookie. Borup hiding in the corner. Will be able to finish Vanity, and that's gonna be a round for Tricked. And Vexed, the hopes now going down. Doesn't look so great. 4-12. Pistol round being lost. Vexed has to go for a force buy in hopes to steal a round and make it into a comeback. Otherwise, Tricked will be making it into a 14-4. Only 1 round away from match point. So that's very unfortunate in the hands of Vexed. Tricked played it really well. They aggressed towards B. And then, as soon as they figured that the player's on the back, they rotated all the way out of mid and took A without losing anyone. Now 1 minute 8 seconds remaining on the clock, and Tricked slowly making their way towards mid. That is, they could soon rotate towards B. That's what we are seeing on the main map. Vanity holding the top of orange, and as you can see, Glaze has pulled something miracle off on that position as well, and neither can Vex. Vex could do the similar thing and win the round. 34 seconds remaining, and the smoke being ready to be popped towards CT spawn. A player from Vexed going towards B site, sensing that it could be a B aggression. And the time is ticking. Trick the players once the smoke dissipates. It's gonna be an action. It's live. The bomb is put down. One finds the first and the second one. Let's give a headshot through the wall, or whatever you say that thing is. Sorry, I couldn't quite remember. Pickles comes from the back, tries to find the headshot, but doesn't quite happen. Shoulder checking, but Netker is gonna be put down by the CZ. We're up. He's the one to find the third kill, and he sprays down Ozzy to a critical HP. Doesn't quite happen to be the fourth kill for him. Based on the hunt, he's able to find Ozzy, and now remaining player Pickles holding on to CZ, trying. Well, he will probably pick up the gun that's bounced off the bomb explosion. He's going for it, and he can't find it. Oh no, he did find the Mach 10 off the dead body of Snekker. 13-4 though, and this looks quite doomed for Vexed. Now, they're forced to save, for sure, most likely, unless Tricked dies out to the CZs. Gonna be a 14-4, leaving only one round away for Vexed, or one round away for Vexed to lose the match point, rather. Just with the dig. Oh, Vanity's nade might hurt. And that Snekker put down to 50 HP. That nade did hurt indeed. This is gonna put down a Molotov. Of course, nade. Hopes to stop the push. CT's Molotov happened to last so long. People suspend first back, and Quicks comes in hot with the Mach 10. Lucky goes down, and down to 3 players. That is a trick. And looks like Vex might be able to stop, get the round back from Tricked, make it into 5-13. But we still have to see what happens. There's still plenty of time remaining for Trick to make something happen. Smokes put down a Molotov, trying to clear a position out and be. Oh! With a back shot through the smoke. Now only Ozzy remains. Orange, he does find the first bank, does reload his gun. Blaze, Lone will work together to finish Ozzy, and that's gonna be the point. Fix comes in hard with the AK from the behind. Now down to Glaze to make something happen. Out with the first one. He doesn't get the second one. The shots don't connect. Truth being put down to half HP though. And that's gonna be a few for Vex, winning a round. But Trick still smiling with the 13 rounds they were able to get. And Vex is a long way from coming back in this game. The Molotov is going to take Ozzy down to very low HP, and Vanity up for half HP. That was a perfectly placed Molotov. And soon Tricked might be smiling because of the HP loss. Easier trades for them. Snekker holding on to Caesar as long, but Borg finds that kill onto Pickles that was pushing out of apartments. Balconies are the worst places to die in. Lucky holding a good angle towards Boiler. If he does push out, he might be able to snatch a couple kills onto Quicks and Truce and leave a bomb site completely open. Didn't quite happen to be that. Long find Quicks! What is Vex doing? They're pushing out of their positions. That's very unfortunate. Position will be uncovered and the information will be passed down. The bomb will be planted, and Vex players now coming back to B site for a save hold.
Bomb has been planted.
Pickles and Quicks pushing out basically costed them a round. A critical round. Trick players are happy that they are able to snatch a round and build it up to the 14th. That leaves them only one round away from getting the match points. Tricked on the hunt, knowing they have the better rounds and better money. This finds first kill onto the Ozzy. Now down to 2 players. With the spray, and Truth is down. Single player Vanity is the only one allowed to save his M4. Vexed, everything not working towards their way. Vanity drops an ump and a MP9. But this definitely won't be enough for Vexed in terms of firepower. They have to find a good frag onto Trick to win this round. Otherwise, if it's gonna be a standard round progression, Trick will most likely win out and make it into match point. So Vexed pushing out of banana fast. Won't find a kill for each other and Glaze with a double kill, and that's gonna be B-side open completely. Wow, that's gonna be 15 rounds for Trick. Bomb being planted. Pickles holding on to D-gun armor. Doesn't know what to do. He's the only horse alive to do anything. Broke is on the hunt. Takes the kill. 5 to 15. Vexed. Whiffing rounds that they weren't supposed to whiff. Apparently puts them down to a match point. And now with a very low economy, they have to force it out. Not a single kit being picked up. And Trick might be able to close the series out here. 15 to 5. Eventually, they did not trade the head armors for more nades. I guess they're desperate to find the trade kills. The Vanity opens the round with a one tap onto center. That is very dang accurate. Smoke's being put out towards mid to stop any aggression, but Trick players are not anywhere close towards mid. Instead, they're just playing back, hoping that Vex players are pushing out like they just have done in the past couple rounds, which gave Trick a round win. But Vex, learning from their mistakes, doesn't quite do that. Well, what is happening here? Is he going for another rat push and will be punished by Glaze? And Trick knows one player down is the B bomb site and goes for the aggression. Smokes and set pieces are being put out. Next place has to go for a rotate. The aggression is way too strong for Vent to hold, and he's gonna go down to the AK of long. Bomb soon will be planted, and this looks like a solid round for Trick, and in so a GG for Vexed. CZs do come in handy for quicks, find the kill on the board, but Glaze is there to trade him out. Bomb still not being planted yet, down to 2 players and 24 seconds remaining. Finally planted, Long finds the kill on the Pickles, and Glaze finishes Troops, and so is the game being finished. 15 down, 16 rounds, and Trick picks up the game.